Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Scuttlebutt podcast. How's everyone doing?
Not
Good. How are
too
you?
bad.
Right on. So our mission here is to basically save lives. There's too many veterans committing suicide, and I talked to chaps a couple years ago. Hey, what do you think about starting a podcast? And we'll just get on and talk to veterans and get their life story, and hopefully save a life here or there along the way. And it's been going great. We've been doing it for a year and a half, and
Almost
we've
two
already
years, man.
almost 2 years. We've already won a national award for it. Everything's going great. We love what we're doing, and we couldn't do it without our supporters, our Patreon members. If you're interested in Patreon, let us know. We'll get you the correct links. Our show sponsor, Connor Insurance Group, we really appreciate him. And
That was a great party last night,
as a matter of
Jason,
fact, that
by
was
the
his
way.
party. We were supposed to do this interview last night, but his party, ran over and decided to move it to
We
today.
had to go there. I mean, he is our
Yeah,
sponsor.
he is our
We kind of
sponsor.
were
Yeah,
obligated to go.
it would look bad. So this is what we do, saving lives, and we love
One
what we
show at a
do.
time.
That's right, one show at a time.
That's
So
awesome.
yes, sir. And this story, I'm looking forward to this because Mr. Gunne here, I found him on Facebook. He takes veterans fishing, and I love fishing. I'm from Michigan. He lives in Michigan. One of my favorite things to do is salmon and walleye fish. So I was like, hell yeah, let's get him on the
In
show.
Michigan?
Yeah, I want to hear this. I want to hear this story, man.
So
And
I actually, not to interrupt you, we actually Primal Outfitters. We actually do everything outdoors. So we do
really
hunting, fishing, camping. There's
Amazing.
more than just fishing with this.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So
That's pretty legit. I used to hunt too a long time ago, but life gets in the way and get too many hobbies. And hey,
well, that's what we're here for because you don't have to have the equipment or anything like that. You can just show up, bare skinned, and we'll get you fully outfitted and get you out in the woods. So
I
hell
did
yeah.
shoot pheasant last year. I thought that was kind of cool.
that's awesome.
Do
And
you
then I shot a person at that same hunt. I actually shot a person.
Well, that's not awesome.
Hey,
No, it's not. And
easy
that
there, Quick,
person,
ain't he?
no, seriously, he was 500
Were they
meters.
wearing Were they wearing a man dress?
No, not at all. He was the camera guy, and he was like 500 meters to the right of me, and I was pointing my barrel
Hey,
the total opposite direction. And buckshot hit off a rock and hit his leg, and I'm like, damn.
Why? All right. Why are you using buckshot for pheasant? That's your
I
first
don't know.
mistake.
It was dogs
You'd
of
be
war.
using bird shot.
We were using, I don't know. I think it was
well,
12
I'm
shot.
surprised.
That's what
I'm
we were using.
surprised he didn't have his saw out there gunning them down.
Hey, I'm a machine gunner. I'm 240, 50 cal. That's my. I love the saw, but I'd rather go 50 Mark 19 or 240.
Right on.
Those are my babies.
Yes. So, Kenny, why don't you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, Gunny,
So,
it's your turn. I'm gonna give my little spiel at the end. We want to hear your story, man.
all right, sounds good, guys. So, I joined the Marine Corps. My name is Josh Gunneson. I'm out of South Haven, Michigan. I joined the Marine Corps right out of high school. I knew it was what I wanted to do. I could have went to college for wrestling and for a few other things, and that wasn't the path that I wanted to be on. I knew what I wanted to do from a very young age. I lost one of my brothers in Fallujah, and it kind of set that in stone for me. And I knew I was going to join the Marine Corps right out of high school. I was in the delayed entry program. I went to mini boot camps at Fort Custer and a few other different places here in Michigan. It was, I knew it was going to be what I wanted to do. So I joined in 2009. The only contract I wanted an infantry contract. I wouldn't take anything other than an infantry contract. Burned through like 3 or 4 recruiters. Finally, Sergeant Jenkins, remember the man's name. I'll remember his name till the day I die. He was an infantryman, and I had gotten phone calls. Hey, we can get you a contract for MP, $10,000 signing bonus. Like, no, kick rocks. Call me when you got an infantry contract. And finally, Sergeant Jenkins, he knew that, and he knew not to bother me unless it was an infantry contract. And he was like, "Hey, I got you a recon contract, $7,500 signing bonus. You know, you go to infantry.
Bonuses?
You go to
what?
What?
When did they start doing bonuses?
Hey,
Because I didn't get a bonus in 2004 for anything.
Well, they needed guys, so there was
Man, I got
bonuses for
gypped.
there was bonuses for all sorts of different MOSs. They tried having me be a water dog. Hell no. So no, I joined in '09. Went to infantry school. Went to reconnaissance school, and then got sent to guard, waiting my orders to go where I thought I was going to go to a recon unit, and never ended up in a recon unit. They sent me to 2-7. Unfortunately, 2-7 had severe casualties in 2009 while I was going through boot camp and training and all that. So I didn't go to a recon unit. I went to 2-7, and we deployed to Japan. We did the 31st MU, so we went from mainland Japan all the way down to Australia. So
so you're shellback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes.
We're all shellbacks here. I was on the 22nd MU. You were on the 31st, and this guy was on the Nimitz.
Yep. No, we were on the Germantown, the Essex, and the Denver. So
nice.
Yep, and then we deployed to Afghanistan. Did the Afghan deployment. We were in Sangin.
Sangin. Oh my gosh! So you probably know Red.
Red.
He lives in Wisconsin. No, Nebraska. He works for a law firm. Hold on. I'll get his name.
Is his last name Haas?
Hold on. He's an IW guy. He's a Reverend Warriors, red hair, and he always talks about the banging and sanging. So, and that was you guys. And I gotta find his name. But keep talking. Don't even mind me.
Well, no worries. So yeah, no. I mean, I had a family. I had wife and one kid at the time, and then ended up having a second son. So I had 2 sons, and then when I got out, I ended up having a daughter. But so it was an interesting time in the Marine Corps. Our president,
Jacob Fry.
Fry, I know Fry.
Yeah, Jacob Fry. He's he's a manager at Barry Law. I call him Red because he's got red hair, but Jacob is a good guy. IW Nebraska, and he's a great guy. I love Jacob.
Yep, I know quite a few of the IW guys. The IW guys over in Detroit. We're working together right now. Fabe Kirk, she's awesome. So, and
I was a coordinator for Nashville, and I started the Chattanooga, Knoxville, and Clarksville hikes down here in Tennessee.
I haven't done a hike yet.
You have to.
I'm down. I got the silkies, so
I'm wearing them right now, and it'll change your life.
I don't think the American Legion post that I'm in would appreciate if I came in wearing silkies. So
you never know until you try.
Yeah. I'll wait on the silkies right now because it's a blistering 25 degrees here right now, and I'm good on that.
Wow, so. Is it snowing?
It was blowing pretty good this morning. Damn. We have a late winter this year. I wasn't able to get any ice to get out ice fishing. I had to cancel all of our ice fishing trips. So, ice fishing was kind of a no-go this year, but we're getting hit hard now. So, been getting hit hard the last couple of days. Yeah. It hits us hard for a couple of days, and then it warms up and goes away, and then it comes back and hits us hard for a couple of more days. So it's kind of been a roller coaster here, and we're right on the coast. I mean, the Lake Michigan is 200 yards away from me.
No way.
Oh, wow.
So, yep, sunset, beautiful sunset tonight, though.
Wow.
So
I'll be going. How's Grand Rapids in May? Is that cold? Is it warm?
Yeah, that's not bad. It's Grand Rapids is a shithole anyway. I wouldn't go. Why are you going there?
I'll be flying into Grand Rapids.
I own a house in Grand Rapids, and I don't even live in it anymore because I don't want to be there.
Okay, good to go.
And once you fly in, drive immediately out.
Okay.
There's a presidential library there, though.
Say again.
There's a presidential library there, though.
Yeah, we have the Gerald R. Ford Library there.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Well, I'll be going up Eaton Rapids for the. We're going to feed the national. The families at the national home, so that's why I'm going to Grand Rapids or flying in.
Nope. I know where Eaton Rapids is at. You know, it's odd enough. We calculate how far to get places here, not by miles, but how long it takes us to get there. So
okay, good to go.
That's only a few hours away from me. So maybe that's something I should come up to and be a part of. We'll have to get more information.
Your help, man. There's 42 families that we got to feed. So.
Well, I'm down for that kind of stuff. So
if you pick me up from the airport, I will throw in for gas. How about that?
We'll talk after this. So what sorry, this is my first ever podcast, so I really don't know what you guys are expecting me to do.
Dude, you're doing great.
How in detail you want me to go with stuff?
It's as detailed as you want, man.
No, you're doing great. And I did the segue with Jacob Fry, and I'm so sorry. I get back on your train of thought.
So Andrew likes to squirrel a lot.
I'll do.
He's going to be all over the place today.
Well, because you're a fellow Marine, and infantry Marines, we squirrel all the time.
All the time. You get shiny pennied, and the next thing you know,
yeah, exactly.
You're across the room. Somebody busts out a pack of crayons. I can smell them, and I'm gone. So yeah, it's an honor to be on this and everything. So my anxiety is a little off. So excuse that. I'm getting used to having to be in the spotlight a little bit more. I got the Michigan Outdoors. Michigan Out of Doors is actually, they contacted me. They want to do a segment with us out on the big lake. So
heck yeah.
I'm getting used to it. I've been on the news a few times for doing stuff with Warmhoff Farms for Trees for Troops. We did being a part of that and just different stuff. So, no, I love my time in the Marine Corps. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the brotherhood, and there was ups and downs and stuff like that. And we had a lot of times where we laughed, and when it was a shitty situation, getting left on an island in the Philippines, and the ships just took off because a tropical storm was coming in. So we just had our day bags and like one MRE and nothing to, no sleeping system, no nothing. So here we are stuck on this shithole island with no gear.
Fun. Dude, I love that, man. Oh man.
So somebody's car alarm was just going off outside. Scared the shit out of me. But so yeah, no, I mean, going down and seeing all the different countries and going to all the different places that we were able to go to, everybody talks shit about Muse and stuff like that, but in hindsight, how often do you get to go and see the different cultures that we got to go see, and interact with the different militaries. We did Talisman Sabre down in Australia, and was a part of that joint training exercise with, I think, the Japanese, the Australians. We had our army was there. We messed them guys up. We caught a couple of U.S. Army guys, and I stripped him completely of all of his gear, took everything out of his pack. We laid it all out on the ground, took his weapon apart, and then just left him on the side of the road and took off. And he's just waving as we drove away in our track. So,
hey, Gunne, I got a question. When you were doing BRC, basic reconnaissance course, did you have to do SEER training and all that?
SEER training. Yeah. Well, I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, we did SEER stuff. We did I'm having a brain fart. I haven't had to think about any of this stuff in quite a long time. So,
But if it's not good, I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want it.
no, you're all right. You're all right. It's just, yeah, no, that question kind of caught me off guard. Just sorry about that.
No, it's okay. We've had some operators. And you qualify as an operator. I don't think we've ever had a recon guy on the show, right, Fleek?
I don't think so.
We've had Green Beret, we've had a couple SEALs, we've had pilots, but I don't think we've ever had a MARSOC or recon guy on our show. So you're our first.
So the most SEER stuff that I did actually was probably over like in the Philippines and stuff like that, like doing stuff with their forces and stuff. But that was all of us infantry guys doing that. So I mean, yeah, we did our survival training and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it was that was 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. So over a decade ago.
Now, I was just a basic machine gunner. They didn't send me. I didn't go to any fucking schools. I didn't go to Humvee school. I didn't go to Hearst training. I didn't do. I mean, I was. You
didn't have to go to Bridgeport or none of that shit.
Hell no.
Yeah, Bridgeport.
No, I do not have my Bridgeport wings. No, I do not.
No,
what's Bridgeport?
It's a cold place in California.
Cold place in fucking hell is what it is. No, we we went to Bridgeport for cold weather training, all that kind of stuff. So
did you get the ribbon for your Bridgeport training?
No, we didn't get no ribbon for that shit.
No, Bridgeport, like we had a staff sergeant, because I can say this about. He came from Bridgeport. He's like, yeah, I'm a Bridgeport Marine. I'm like a black belt McMap with 2 red stripes. I'm like, he's like, he called himself a cage fighter. I'm like, staff sergeant, you are not a cage fighter. Get the fuck out of here. Staff Sergeant Blackwell, if you're listening to this, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Andrew's calling you out.
We did the combat lifesaver and stuff like that, where they shot the pig right in front of us, and
you did that?
Yeah, nice. Had to try to save the pig and all that good stuff.
I heard stories about that, man. So I never got to see it.
They actually shoot a pig and you have to save its life.
Yeah, yes. And then we cook it and eat it afterwards.
So apparently you failed.
They shot it more times than once, man. So no, So no, I got out, and I got out in 2014. After I had a 5-year contract, so I got out in 2014, September 4th, 2014. And I didn't really know what I was going to do with myself after that. I struggled for a few months. I got a job doing heating and cooling. I went to the VA quite a few times. I didn't feel, I was lost for quite a few years. And then, just things weren't good at the home. I lost, it was a succession of the guys, because our unit went to Afghanistan. We came back without any KIA. And, since we came back, our guys started dropping like flies from suicide.
Yep.
Our unit has one of the highest suicide rates out of the entire military, just 2-7 alone. Yep. I've lost 48 guys. It was 47. We just lost a guy.
Shit.
We just lost a guy at the end of January, Sean Jones. He was actually in my fire team. He was one of my junior Marines. And he only lived 40 minutes away from me, so it's hit home pretty hard. And I attempted suicide in 2018, and I spent 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks in the Battle Creek, Ward 39. So it's a real thing that we struggle with. And it's kind of a plague in our unit. It was, I got all of the bracelets I wear. They're, from 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. And then one of our corpsmen was in, he had an accident, but we've lost quite a few of our guys to either ODing, overdosing, or to suicide. So it's been I've had a rough go in it. And that's all this stuff happening and stuff like that, and watching the way the world is and how veterans are treated and stuff like that. And, you know, like I come up to the American Legion post here, and there's no other veterans here my age. It's like, where are we? You know?
It's like the VFW. I mean, yeah.
So it's been a difficult ride. You know, part of me wishes I would have stayed in. You know, I feel in a way guilty because I chose to not extend my contract because we were getting ready to do another workup. I didn't extend my contract, and I got fapped out to TTECG and did coyote stuff with them, and, you know, watched my unit go back and go to Syria and go to other places and stuff like that. Jordan, I said Syria, sorry, Jordan and other places and stuff like that. And I feel like I kind of copped out on them, you know, like if I would have stayed in, you know, maybe I could have made a little bit more of a difference, but I had my wife and my kids and everything at the time. And I thought that was more important. You know, I had planned on making a career out of it. And I let my family, you know, at the time, my wife ended up, it was in a way kind of pointless because she was cheating on me the whole time. So, so either way, no sob story, you know.
And my first wife did that too. So
get past all that bullshit and whatnot.
Look at you now, man. You're taking veterans out on hunting expeditions. You're saving lives right now.
So that's, you know, I was, you know, I went through a whole bunch of stuff, like I said, in 2018, and that's when I realized I needed to separate myself from where I was at. And I left my wife. You know, I have my 3 kids and stuff like that, and I see them, you know, every other week. You know, we have week on, week off visitation, so I see my kids every other week and stuff now. But getting away from her, you know, she was definitely the most toxic thing in my life. You know, I would have never made the suicide attempt if it wasn't for her. You know, she's, you know, she was a catalyst in the situation, you know, and she brought out a lot of my demons. And, you know, I wasn't even hitting the bottle or anything like that. It was just all the mental stuff and not feeling good enough and stuff like that. And now looking back and seeing that and being able to address it in a different light and be able to recognize guys that have gone through what I went through and being able to, you know, give them an opportunity to be around somebody that understands and isn't some shrink behind a freaking clipboard writing down whatever they write down when you're in those meetings and stuff like that. You know, I feel like what we're doing with Primal is the answer to a lot of problems. You know, it's not, you're not sitting in a doctor's office. You're out in the great outdoors. You're out, you know, enjoying nature. You're able to, you know, be something, you know, something more, and resort, you know, back to the, you know, the name of Primal is, you know, being primal, being, you know, going back to, you know, your natural instincts of, you know, of hunting and fishing and foraging and camping and that kind of thing. So, I when I got out of the Marine Corps, I was pretty lost with what I was doing. I did heating and cooling for a while. Things that happened in 2018 brought me back down to, I was living up in Grand Rapids, shithole. So living
my dad, you know, my dad was born in Grand Rapids.
I was born there too, in Butterworth Hospital. So
really? Okay.
So I grew up on a farm just north of there, in Howard City. So our family had a farm in Howard City, and that's where I grew up. And then part of my life I grew up here in South Haven, but I moved down to here to South Haven after 2018, and became pro staff for an outdoor company that's down here. I don't want to give them any sort of advertisement because I found out a lot of things about the owner of that place. So not gonna even give him the glory of saying his name, but was pro staff for them for a couple of years. I set up youth archery,
Nice.
set up a veteran youth archery program. So veterans and kids were shooting together as a team. So you had one veteran and a kid shooting together, and I took away any sort of technology with it. So they were shooting just basic bows, no sights, no nothing, just instinct shooting. So I set up those programs and stuff like that, and was doing really good where I was at. And just, I had been filing claim after claim and trying to get through stuff with the VA, and it just, I didn't have any faith with the VA, and I still lack faith with the VA. No offense to them, but there's certain issues that definitely need to be addressed with the VA, hands down. Especially when it comes to us younger veterans, veterans in their 30s, early 40s. There's a lot of issues that should be addressed regarding them, but I'm not here to bash them. So,
hey, it took me 18 years to get 100% from them.
So
a lot of appeals, a lot of horrible stuff.
I went through all the process of that by myself.
Me too.
I didn't have a VSO, anything like that. I went through it by myself, and I got the 100% on my first go through.
Wow. Oh my God, good for you.
So either way, I was going through everything, and with the VA, and my employer knew that I was trying to do what I was trying to do. And I had a backup plan where I had a job offer to go to Alaska and be a remote fishing guide in Alaska. Cause I grew up with my grandpa, who was a Vietnam vet, hunting and fishing and camping and going to the UP. And my grandpa was my rock, and he brought me to every single one of my wrestling matches, didn't miss a single wrestling match with me. And so I was going to take that job and go to Alaska. And around Memorial Day, the employer that I had, that I was pro staff for, I worked the whole weekend, didn't have Memorial Day weekend off, probably one of the weekends that I should have off. I didn't have off, and he, didn't treat me very well afterwards, because I didn't get his personal stuff done, and I put customers first. So I told him, I was like, "You look, dude, you're either firing me or I quit. I mean, you're freaking." I called him a peasant. So
Nice.
that was the end of that job, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, really. So I mean, I had that Alaska thing lined up, and I was kind of torn between that, and I knew my grandpa's health wasn't the greatest, so I chose to stay back and not go to Alaska and do the remote fishing guide job, and get the boat that I grew up fishing on. My grandpa had a 20-foot center console that he bought when I was real young, and took immaculate care of it, and it had been sitting in storage for 5 years. Because my grandpa's health. So I decided to pass up the job, and, I'd figure something else out and do some side work or do whatever, to be able to get the boat ready and get my grandpa back out and go fishing with him over the summer. And he passed away, as we were in the process of that. So that hurt me pretty bad. And I got the boat from my grandma. Nobody else in the family ever went with them and stuff like that. So I got the boat from my grandma, and I was sitting up here at the Legion over a few beers and didn't know what I was going to do. And I wanted to help the veterans in the community, and being an American Legion member, I'd been already volunteering and doing stuff. And Primal Outfitter was born sitting at the bar, kind of like the Marine Corps. A couple of beers, and next thing I know, I'm filing for the 501c3, and I got the boat, and now I got sponsors, and everything just snowballed so fast with this. It kind of, it was a very, the whole start of this was a very humbling experience. And now, we're to the point where, we're sponsored, people are paying for our boat slip. People are, sponsors are paying for our boat slip. We have tackle sponsors. We have hunting sponsors.
Yeah, I'm checking out your Facebook, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So
how many people you got working with you?
It's me.
Just you?
I have my fiance. I'm the only one conducting the trips. I have my fiance, who's my kind of financial advisor and treasurer. And then I have my secretary, John Michael. He's a disabled Navy veteran. He was going through BUDS, and he fell 2 stories and landed on his head and miraculously survived that. And unfortunately, he's had some pretty serious health issues going on. He owns his own 501c3. The Valor. People trying to walk into this room. This room's mine right now. Leave. He owns and operates the Valor Training Center, which is a gym for veterans to be able to go and work out at and be able to do rehabilitation and those kind of things. So he has a 35-acre campus and a gym and everything out in the country. And so me, him and Kristen, my fiance, we're the ones that started all this with Primal and everything. And he's on our board of directors and everything, but unfortunately he's had some pretty serious. What are you showing me there?
Dude, that is a big fish. Okay.
Yeah, that's just over a 30-pound king salmon.
That is, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that is a big fish. Dude, I want to go fishing with you. I want to go camping, fishing. Dude, this site is awesome.
So, yeah. So unfortunately, John Michael, he's having some pretty serious health issues and has been having seizures. So he's taken just a step back from everything right now and focusing on his health and getting better for himself so he can continue, his journey and helping us, and then, doing Valor Training Center as well. But right now he's had to, take a leave of absence for obvious good reason. So it's just right now it's me and my fiance running everything, and she's helping me with the book side of stuff.
Yeah, that's
a 22-pound lake trout right there. That got me second place for the steelheaders. That was actually a day of fun fishing. Me and Kristen were out. It was just her. At points in time, there was nobody driving the boat. It was absolute chaos. We had other fish hitting lines and everything. We just had to loosen the drag and let them run there, and trying to get that big guy in. So that's around a 25 to 30-year-old fish right there.
Damn.
The lake trout, they don't grow like salmon do. Those king salmons, they'll get 30 pounds in 4 years. That fish took 25 years to get that big, give or take.
Wow.
So
Gunne, how does one I was looking at your site, so how does one, for the people at home, how do they find out to do a camping trip with you or go a fishing trip or something?
It's real easy. Unfortunately, we've had to kind of tighten up things a little bit. But for the most part, you send me an email, give me a phone call, text message works, or message the Primal Facebook page, and we just do a quick verification. Send over a picture of your ID with the veteran tag on it, or your VA ID or DD-214. Send that over. As soon as we see it, we just make sure your name's on it. We don't look to see what kind of discharge you had. None of that.
That's awesome.
So, if I want to come up and fish with you, but when's a good time to come up and do some salmon fishing?
Anytime during the summer. June is a really good month for the kings. But I can pretty much get you on fish anytime from now until the end of September.
Excellent. So this is my goal. I want to come up there with some GoPros and some wireless mics and mic us up and just film the whole thing and turn it into an episode.
That'd be awesome, and I'm completely down for that. If you want to do that, I highly suggest coming up in June.
In June.
Fleek, I just sent a notification to Primal Outfitters that you and I want to go up there.
I know.
I just did it right now.
I sent one a week or so ago, and I got a response back from them. So,
okay. Yep. We have. Wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Maybe that wasn't you. Oh no, I got all sorts of notifications.
Well, he's got. He uses a bunch of different names.
Richard Andrew Stephen Farr, Richard Andrew Farr, Dickhead, Chaplain.
Did you send it? Oh nope, Richard Farr. I got you right here.
That's me. And it says Fleek and I want to go on a fishing trip. TSP, the Scuttlebutt.
Yep, yeah. Absolutely. So the process that we have for it is, sending, because we don't just serve veterans. We do active duty veterans, first responders, and Golden Blue Star families as well.
Awesome.
So we've expanded our clientele base so we can serve the community better and serve the people that have served and continue to serve our community. So it's a real simple process. You just, shoot us a message, let us know what you want to do. And we do more, we have a list of stuff that we do, but we make each trip customized to that client. So if you want to go, and you have the day or however many days it takes, hunting, I've had guys come out, 3 or 4 days and camp 3 or 4 days, and we'll go hunting and we cook food over the fire, that kind of stuff, relax, chill, bullshit, tell war stories,
Dude,
we
try to needs that, man.
We try to create a really, really relaxed environment, and it's at no cost, and that's part of, not everybody, the charters that run here out of South Haven, you're looking at $1,000 to go on a charter. It's after you tip and everything, it's close to $1,000,
Oh man, you did it again.
No. It's okay. He'll probably be back.
Yeah, what time is it?
Dude, that looks like a lot of fun, man.
55.
There we go. I'm back.
There you are. See, I knew he'd be back.
My laptop wants to not stay connected to this internet. But yeah, so we go rock hunting for Uprolites. I don't know if you guys know what Uprolites are.
I don't know what that is. What is
I'm gonna bring up a map here. I'm gonna show you the great state of Michigan here. So South Haven is down right here.
If you so we have this little thing where we can actually do, we have a map, right? So we're not on this side. We're on this side, right down in here.
We're running just south of. So I'm from here, Detroit area, Dearborn. My dad was brought up in Wayland, Michigan, which is maybe 45 minutes from you.
Give or take, something like that.
Yeah, my mom is born and raised up here on Lake Superior, so I've seen the lights a few times. I've been actually, this is one of my favorite salmon spots right here. I got it marked up here on the tip.
Where is that at? I can. It's small on my screen, so you'd have to zoom in.
Are you even using a mouse? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you can't see my mouse.
I can't see your mouse.
I can't see. I see Michigan and
I see Michigan and the lakes.
Wisconsin. Now it's bigger.
Whoa!
Oh, so you're looking up by Traverse City and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, I went here around Glen Arbor. We caught some massive salmon up there, but my family is from Munising, which is way up here on the top there.
Oh yeah, I know. We have property up that way, so I love the UP. My fiance isn't happy about what I tell her all the time. I want to spend my winters in the UP and my summers down here in South Haven.
Yeah. If something ever happened to my wife, I'd probably move up to the UP. I love it up there.
Are the winters in UP bad?
They're tough.
Awesome.
I love the cold. So after spending so much time in 29 Palms and in the desert and the bullshit places, I am over that. I like the seasons. I like the cold. Winter camping is my favorite time to camp. One, you have no bugs. Two, there's no fucking people.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I love the cold. I grew up in New Hampshire. It's 40. It was 36 degrees today, and I'm wearing shorts and flip flops because it feels good. I love the cold. You said it very succinctly. That's great. That's awesome.
So, but yeah, no. So that the whole sign up process for stuff like this is, it's just, get a hold of us, send us and we delete everything right after we see it. Like I said, all I got to do is be able to match your name with your face. And
There's
unfortunately, we've had a few people try to take advantage of what we're doing. And that's what's caused us to have to resort to being, to this. Cause people, they see it at no cost, and they want to go on a free hunting trip or a free camping trip, and we're partnered with United Veterans of Michigan and a few other things. So if there's something that I can't do, I will get it set up. So we will make something happen. So we customize each trip to that person's needs. My boat's not big enough to fit guys with wheelchairs on, so I have a captain in town, Todd Solomon with Reel and Hooks Charters. I subcontract his boat and make sure we get wheelchair veterans out fishing. So our possibilities are endless when it comes to what you want to do.
That's awesome.
If you want to go snorkel a shipwreck, there's a shipwreck that's real close to shore. We can, it's standing on the shipwreck. You're standing out of the water, waist high water. So, that we do pretty much everything that you can think of to get guys out, any means necessary. If I have to put you on my back and carry you out into the woods, we'll do it.
Are you planning on doing any scuba yet?
I'm a certified diver.
Damn.
Yeah, so am I. Rescue diver, baby.
So I'm a certified diver. But I like keeping a few things here and there for myself.
Who is that? Is that you, Fleek?
Yeah.
That's a dirty brown king right there. You caught that on the river, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Nice catch, Fleek.
Yeah, so I took my son on a salmon trip a couple years ago. We freaking slayed him in the river, but I wanted to get out on the big lake, but this was like late September, early October, and all the charters were already gone, so we couldn't get out on the lake. But that's my goal.
That's one thing with my boat. I have a 20-foot center console. It's an outboard motor, so I can start earlier than anybody else, and I can go later than anybody else because I can, I have an outboard motor. I don't have to worry about shit freezing and breaking and stuff like that. I just got to be mindful of what I'm doing. But other than that, I can operate in a very much more complex and wide variety. I'm pulling, for April 29th, I'm pulling the boat out of the water and I'm going over to the east side of the state for hooks and heroes. Going to fish the Detroit River for walleye.
Hell yeah.
We got a date in June for Vets with Nets. We're going to pull the boat out of the water and head over in June for Vets and Nets, fishing walleye off Detroit Beach.
That's awesome.
So we're pretty well versed on what we can do and how we can do it to make sure that everybody is taken care of and can do these things.
Yes. One of my favorite things to do is fish for walleye just at the mouth of the Detroit River where it dumps into Lake Erie.
Yep.
That's a beautiful area right there, man. You sit there, well, you have to be careful because you're not far from Canada, and if you drift over into Canada, you're asking for big trouble.
Oh yeah, them Canucks are assholes.
Yeah, they are. So I got pulled over once on my boat. I had a little fishing boat we'd go out on, and I got pulled over by the Coast Guard, and they boarded my boat and they went through all my safety equipment, and I had a flare gun, and he was like, "Oh man, you do not want to, drift into Canada with this, because if you go into Canada with this, it's considered a firearm and it's a felony over there." I'm like, for having a flare gun?
That, like I said, them Canucks are fucking assholes.
Because
You got it.
Because it's shaped like a gun. You have to have one that's like a stick. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That I make sure I have a very good GPS unit on my boat, and I make sure I stay out of their waters.
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty close a couple of times, and I see him looking at me. I'm like, nothing you can do, buddy. I'm sorry. I know where my lines are. So I avoid them at all costs. And everybody that I've dealt with the Coast Guard and the DNR and everything, they absolutely love what we're doing. We're licensed and insured with all this stuff. We're not just just going out and that kind of stuff. So we have our guiders insurance. We have our boats inspected, all that kind of stuff. So we're all legit with it. So
that's awesome.
So I am putting together a cookbook right now, and it's going to get published. So what I'm doing with the cookbook is
I got a couple of recipes I could throw at you.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I need some recipes, and I want your permission to have like either your face, because what I want to do is like one page is going to be a recipe, and then right next to it, it's going to be a quote from a guest on TSP. So it's going to be like half, like it's got, if you ever remember the book Chicken Soup for the Soul or something like that.
Chicken Soup for the Soul. Yes.
So it's going to be something similar to that, little stories, but it's going to be incorporated into a cookbook.
So our quote for our company is don't forget, or hang on, let me make sure I say this right so I don't butcher it. You guys got me. Don't forget to live while you're trying to survive.
Hell yeah.
Good.
So, and then my recipe that I will send you is my bacon wrapped salmon bites.
Woo!
Oh yes.
So it is meat candy. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can either do them in the oven or you can do them on the smoker. It depends on how how good you want them to taste, really. But no, everything, anything that we harvest while we do these trips, if the person doesn't want the meat, I process it and I donate it. If they don't want it, or I process it and I send them home with it. Everything's all vacuum sealed, all that fancy stuff. Yes. So, some guys don't want, some guys just want to go fishing and they don't like fish. So we donate the fish and stuff like that, to families and people that need it, or, venison, we donate the meat.
Yeah. Yep. I grew up on that stuff, man.
My wife makes a great venison lasagna. It is.
I've never had a venison lasagna.
Oh my God. So good.
My venison chili is something special. I use.
Right. You know what?
Yeah.
It's just we're gonna have to come up there. And we're gonna have
to trade stuff off. We're gonna have to trade stuff off.
Yeah, you guys send me that venison chili recipe for the book too, man.
Yeah.
No, that's another good one. So I have a whole grilling set up at my house. I got 2 smokers, a big, huge grill.
So you need to come to Tennessee also.
Yeah, you need to,
Nope. I love Tennessee, but them damn no-see-ums tear me apart.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not a fan of the no-see-ums. But I love the caves down there.
Yeah, I'm supposed to take my wife to do some caving in Rock City and stuff like that. Whenever I get a weekend free, we rented a cabin a couple years ago down by Sparta. Okay.
Sparta, Tennessee. I think it's called Sparta, something like that.
Sparta, Tennessee. There's a great amphitheater there for concerts and whatnot. But Sparta's great.
So
we're about 30 miles south of Nashville.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
Okay.
No, we growing city in America.
Yeah, we went to Nashville. I tell you what, that place is it's like that one strip right there is nothing but one huge ass party. I mean, each level of each bar had a different band playing, and
Acme Feed and Seed is probably what you were talking, because that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a Saturday or a Tuesday.
Tractors driving around with hot tubs attached to the back of them and all sorts of crazy shit. Yep, the woo girls, all sorts of woo girls everywhere. My our family friend Alex, he looks like he kind of looks like Luke Combs. So we had a few we had a few drinks in us, and I started acting like I was his security, and oh, excuse me, Luke Combs coming through, Luke Combs, and people actually believed us that this was, you know, that.
Oh man.
Man.
That damn Michigan internet.
Gunne, you there?
Come on, Gunne.
You got it, man.
Well, this
Come on, Recon.
This is the beauty of
I'm gonna kick the American Legion's ass for this internet service they got here. How much money this post has? They figured they'd have good internet.
You need a good IT guy up there.
Yeah.
So
and that's Fleek. Fleek is a great IT guy.
So yeah, anybody that wants to book a trip with us, yeah, just shoot us a message, and you know, we can get something on the books on, you know, a date that works for them, and a date that works for them, and then it's basically whatever, you know. We focus on big lake fishing and big lake sport, you know, sport fishing quite a bit because of our location. We're able to do it. You know, not a lot of people have the capabilities of doing what we can do. So, I've gained a pretty good reputation for being able to fish quite well out on the big lake. So I've gotten caught in some pretty spectacular fish over the last few years.
Yes.
We're
holding you to that one for
we
sure.
Are. Definitely.
So, but yeah, no, like I said, each trip, it's what you know, what that person wants to do and what they're capable of doing and in the time of the year. So, you know, you want to go ice fishing. I got honey holes where I can get you out on the ice and, you know, catch a 9-10 inch bluegill. You know, just one after another, just pulling slabs out of the holes. So we do a little bit of everything.
That's awesome.
You know, so it's all about whatever, you know, you guys or whatever they want to do. We make it happen.
Well, I want to go on Lake Michigan. I want to catch some monster salmon or lake trout.
That king salmon, it eats like a damn steak. I love king salmon. But I had it out in Washington.
So coho is actually sushi. The coho we have here are actually sushi grade coho.
Yeah, I was gonna say coho is my favorite.
And right now, I mean, we're slamming them right now. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get out there and be a part of it yet. But South Haven was just on the news the other day for, you know, the pier was lined with fishing poles because the guys are out there fishing off the pier. And so we have a pretty good fishery here. Thank you to the Michigan DNR and the Wisconsin DNR and all the work they've put in with cutting down on the sea lamprey and that kind of stuff. So our fishery here has grown quite a bit over the last few years.
Yeah. All right.
Perch fishing isn't what it used to be. We used to have big charters that ran out of South Haven, the Captain Nichols charters, and, you know, used to be able to catch perch off the pier, you know, left and right. And unfortunately, that fishery isn't, you know, that fishing isn't what it used to be, but it's starting to make a comeback now. That they're getting the gobies under control and stuff like that. I'd like to take credit for part of that and how many I've killed slamming them off the back of my boat and letting the seagulls eat them.
Nice. So yeah, this week I'm going to send you an email with my information. I want to get something locked down for June.
Most definitely. June, let me look at my calendar right now. June's getting pretty booked up because a lot of people that know to try to book in or around June. But I will definitely reserve a day for you in June. So I'm not trying to do anything Father's Day weekend. I want to spend time with my kids. So we could set it up for LBGTQ day.
Perfect. That's awesome.
I figured, you know, what lettuce, or I thought it was wasn't it
Lots of guns.
Oh,
lettuce.
you mean
Or
Monday the 19th?
I can't remember what the L starts for, but I thought it was guns, bacon, and titties, something like that.
Yeah, we're probably gonna offend somebody with that one, but that's okay.
Oh, oops.
We don't care.
Oops, we did it again.
Listen, if you get offended from that, you're watching the wrong show.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
who doesn't
Fleek?
like guns, beer, and titties?
Yeah,
Titties. I love
hey,
titties.
hey, Fleek, I'm just letting you know if well, I can't go with you on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th because of the state convention for the VFW. But if you
Yeah.
want to go and catch some of those fish without me, go ahead.
Well,
I'll come next time.
I have to check with my wife because my daughters get married in September, so they're doing a lot of.
I'm doing the wedding.
The week of the week of the 19th, so the day after Father's Day, the week of the 19th. I got the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd open.
All right, I will. I'll check with my wife after the show, and I'll let you know. But
sounds good.
Hey,
sounds
and
good.
I'm going with you, Fleek, because I want to go catch some fish before our state convention meeting.
So either way, you guys got to come up here. As I'm in our American Legion post right now here in South Haven, and if you look up where post 49 is, the South Haven post, we overlook Lake Michigan. The river is literally right there. The lake is literally right there. It's one of the most beautiful posts in the entire country. We had 2 living Medal of Honor recipients until just recently.
Wow.
George Dewey unfortunately passed away, but Jim McLuhan, he was awarded the Medal of Honor by President Trump for his actions in Vietnam. He was one of my school teachers and my football coach and wrestling coach.
Yeah, he recently, or not, a couple of years back, he was in Dearborn he was the Grand Marshal of the Memorial Day Parade in Dearborn.
Yep. He's a Grand Marshal, or he leads our Memorial Day Parade here in South Haven every year. So yeah, I'm working on having him come out sometime in August. He'll be out with us fishing. Him and one of the guys that he served with that laid down machine gun cover fire for him during one of his acts. During one of his acts to get the Medal of Honor, this guy was covering him. So we're working on that, getting that trip on the books right now.
Nice.
Dang, how dope would that be, man?
So I'm not trying to really publicize that trip. I want it, like I said, I'm not trying to, use that as a publicity stunt. I want him to, I know how because, he's our historian here in our post. So, I'm around him all the time and stuff like that, when he's here, and I know how much traveling he does and how vigorous his schedule is, traveling the country and everything that he does, speaking at different events and everything. I really want this opportunity to be able to get him out with one of his, one of the guys he served with, one of his brothers. Right. Get them out and give them a chance to be able to take a breath and not have the camera and the spotlight on them all the time like he has, in the last few years. So that's the honest goal with that. So you guys are the only people that I've told that, and and your viewers now, that I've told that trip is trip's going to be happening sometime in August. I'm not going to say the date or anything like that because I don't really want the publicity or the the cameras or a news crew or somebody to show up. I want that to be able to be a good time for him and to escape the world that he's living in right now and give him a break from everything.
That's pretty awesome. That is freaking awesome. I love what you're doing.
Yeah, me too.
So, anybody that's listening, like I said, if you guys want to book a trip, you can Google us. We should pop up on the Google now. I've been working on that. I don't know how it works, but trying to figure it out. Anybody that wants to, come up and, just be able to, let the everyday stressors go, you know, and it's been a very humbling experience being able to do this. I just booked a trip a couple of weeks ago. This guy, you know, he opened up to me, you know, and told me, hey man, I've been having a really, really, really hard time, you know, and now that I have this fishing trip booked with you, it gives me something to look forward to, you know, and that's, you know, that's the honest goal. You know, I know we serve other people and stuff like that. I took the DC fire chief for when the plane went into the Hudson. He was the fire chief when that happened. So that, you know, those kind of things.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I started a nonprofit a while back, and it's just getting off the ground. But my goal is to send veterans and first responders to sporting events. And I had recently purchased season tickets for the Detroit Lions. So if you're ever in Detroit during a game, let me know.
Well, if you're in Nashville and come see the Preds, we got tickets for you, dude.
That's awesome. I can't watch baseball on TV, but I tell you what, I do enjoy going to the game. I was a Tigers fan for Maglio Ordonez was my guy.
Boy.
Good old Mags. He was
my
guy.
I got my Al Kaline jersey right there, autographed and framed.
That and hockey. I love hockey.
Yes.
And NASCAR. You know,
Bruins.
My redneck shit. So
yeah. Well, the Detroit Red Wings are in Nashville right now as we speak, playing a game.
Yep. I know they got the game on out in the hall.
Yeah. Excellent.
I played for 16 years and love the Bruins, love the Preds. I love Detroit. I do. Like back in the day, like in the 90s, Detroit was awesome. I don't know how they are now. Sorry.
But yeah.
Sorry for being so nervous throughout all this.
No, dude,
sorry to everybody else. I think I've like talked around myself like 3 or 4 times now. It's just like I said, this is my first time ever doing anything like this, so I'm a little on edge.
Gunne, you did awesome. I just told Jacob Fry that we just had you on, so you might be getting a call from him later this afternoon or later this evening.
Yeah, I didn't honestly know what Fry's first name was. We always called each other by our last name, but I definitely know who it is. I know who he is. it has to be the same person, because how many freaking Fries are Gingers?
Yeah, and well, this guy, I met him when IW met at the Black Rifle Coffee Ranch in Texas.
Hang on, is it FRY or is it FRYE?
It's hold on. Let's see, Jacob FRY.
Okay, now we have to be talking about the same guy.
He just got married. He's a redhead, and he just got married to yeah, there he is. He's got a picture of him with a cigarette in his mouth, and he looks like he's in Sangin.
I know that goofy bastard.
He is a goofy bastard. I met him. When I did the IW Nebraska hike, that's when I met him for the first time, and
I'm surprised we don't have mutual. I really want to say I know this guy. I don't know if he was with us though. We were so. No, I have to. I know
What
him.
company were you with? 27.
I was with Golf Company, Gunfighters.
You were with Golf?
Yeah.
Hold on. I think you just. Nope, he didn't write me back. What company was he? Hold on. Former squad leader, U.S. Marine Corps. No, doesn't give you the squad. Former squad leader from 08 to 13.
Yeah, he was. I'm pretty sure he was one of my seniors. I'm trying to think, man. It's been, like I said, a lot of those. It's been a minute, and certain things I've put mental blockers in for. So I apologize for that.
No, dude. Hey, I can't even remember my first. I remember bits and pieces of Fallujah. Then we did Ramadi back to back.
Did you know a Kalashnikov?
Did I
Gleb?
know a Kalashnikov like the gun?
No, the guy, Gleb Kalashnikov. His last name is
No.
Kalashnikov.
And was he with 3.8?
I don't know. He was not with 308.
No,
He
I
was
just no.
okay. He was my brother from another mother.
Okay. But yeah, no, I just we did three back-to-back deployments, and I was out. I was like, that's it. I got my Purple Heart. I'm like, first sergeant, I'm out of here. I am not re-enlisting. See you later. Here's my cat card. I'm out.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's
But no, but what you said in the beginning, do I regret getting out? Yeah, I regret. I should be like a gunny or a first sergeant right now. And you know what? But I got a
Or a
wife
colonel.
or a colonel. Yeah, but I didn't go the officer route. I did.
This ding dong got his bachelor's degree, then he joined the
I
Marine
did.
Corps.
I got my BA, and then I enlisted into the Marine
what'd you
Corps.
get your bachelor's degree for? Liberal arts.
Liberal arts, history of Greece and Rome. I went to a small liberal arts college in Florida.
Oh, so that was supposed to be a joke. Damn, you really did?
I did, dude. I took Latin. I took Greek. I learned about the Romans.
I respect that. I'm a huge history buff.
No, I love Odin and Thor, and I can't wait till season 2 of Loki comes out because that's freaking awesome.
So you watch Vikings then? I'm taking it.
Hell yes, I do.
Oh, I love that show. That was
Peaky Blinders, Vikings, Rome. I mean, whatever I can. I love history, and it's just
he loves playing that piano back there too.
I do, and that's not even a real piano. That's not
no, I was
even
about to say, if he can play a green screen piano, then he's doing something right.
It's a rental.
It's a rental.
No, hey.
You want to see me play my violin?
Yes.
Oh God! Hey, Gunny, did you play the nut tap game when you were in?
No, nobody plays that game.
Yeah, we played ping pong. We played all sorts of stuff.
Did you play this game? Wait, hold on.
No, that's racist. Can't do that.
No.
You do it below the belt, and you gotta punch him in the nose.
Oh yeah. No. I know it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know it. Yeah. No, we played that. We played ping pong.
Dude, we had a piss test one morning before deployment. This guy got me so good. Dude, I was on my knees in like 2 seconds because he hit me so hard in the balls.
We taught the when we were with a 5th RAR, the Australian Infantry Regiment down, and we were in where was it? Fuck, I want to say Shellwater Bay in Australia, and we taught them what it was me and my team leader, because I was a junior Marine on that deployment. I was still a boot. We taught them what turtle fucking was.
Oh my God.
What the hell's a turtle fucking?
They had no idea what turtle fucking was. Here we are, like 15, 20 minutes later. Here these guys are beating the shit out of each other with their Kevlars. Fucking guys getting knocked out. One dude like lost like 3 teeth. It was. You don't know what turtle fucking is?
I do.
I don't know what it is.
It's where one of your guys or whoever is wearing their Kevlar. You take your Kevlar off, and you Kevlar on Kevlar. So it sounds like 2 shells clacking together. Yeah. And you hit them really fucking hard with your Kevlar on their Kevlar.
Dude, I haven't seen that since freaking boot camp, man. That was like 18 years ago. The last time I saw a turtle fucking.
God damn.
So we showed the Aussies what turtle fucking was, and them guys beat the shit out of each other.
Did you tell them about monkey fucking too?
No, we kept that one to ourselves. Them guys were crazy enough as it is. We had guys trying to pull start the Humvees with the frickin' pull cords and look for Humvee keys. Oh, we were
batteries in the chem lights.
Yeah, chem light batteries.
Hey, speaking of chem lights, did you ever throw one overboard?
Oh, shut up. I did. Yes.
No, but I've smoked a few times when the smoking lamp wasn't lit.
Oh,
yeah.
hey, dude, that's wrong. You should go to
Yeah,
Captain's
right now, straight to
Captain's Mass for that right now.
Yep.
Dude, listen, I threw chem lights out off the deck of the ship just so we could get some rest and go back to the barracks and go back to our berthing area and sleep. And I never got caught. I
Yeah,
should have,
fuck
but
everybody else, right?
So you were the Blue Falcon.
I did.
Yeah,
Fuck,
the Blue
yeah, I was a
Falcon,
Blue
yes.
Falcon.
Hell yeah, he still is a Blue Falcon.
I'm not that much anymore. I still do it once in a while, not all the time. But Gunny, dude, this has been a great interview, man. You're funny as shit, and we can't wait to fish with you.
Dude, I can't wait to have you guys out on the boat. You know, and like I said,
yeah, it's gonna be great.
You know, each thing's different. So, you know, some guys you got to kind of, you know, be more professional with and whatnot.
You don't have to be professional with us.
Just don't hit
other
me
guys,
in the
other. Just don't hit you in the nuts.
Yeah, don't hit me in the nuts, bro. We're good.
No, I'll just hold the fish by the gills and let them do the between your legs from behind.
Smack.
Don't do that.
So
hilarious.
Don't be turtle fucking me either.
Yeah. Well, no Kevlars on the boat. No Kevlars on the boat.
I just have
turtle fucking.
I just have one question for you before we sign off. I just want to know what your thoughts are. Do you feel veterans receive enough support from their communities when they come home?
Ooh,
no, I don't.
Good question.
Not absolutely not. You know, it's you know, if somebody knows you're a veteran, I guess, you know, you do, you know, and it took me a long time to ask, you know, like when you go to AutoZone, hey, can I get my veterans discount? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took me years to get to that point. And like I said, I'm the youngest veteran here in our post, you know, and we're one of the biggest posts in the state, you know, and I don't see other veterans my age around. It's like we dropped off the face of the earth after we got back or got out, you know. So I think there could be more community support. But I don't think it happens because we're just, you know, I've kind of grown into my own, and, you know, now I'm the face of this company. So I gotta, you know, I have to go, I hate using the word, but I have to solicit donations and sponsors, and I have to, you know, be able to approach people and be approachable.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think that there's enough publicized about what's going on in the veteran community. You know, everybody wants to sit here and everybody's worried about what fucking pronoun you're using and everything else, and this, you know, what feelings you're gonna fucking hurt or somebody else's safe space and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, the stupid freaking COVID vaccine and wearing masks and all this shit, you know, nobody knows, you know, 22 veterans commit suicide a day. And that number, after doing my own research and everything for my company, is actually higher.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, it's the number that I have is actually 49.
Okay.
And that's not including overdoses, and because there's certain states that don't count
Correct.
veteran suicides appropriately or have them recorded appropriately. So the 22 a day number is, I mean, it's a sad number and whatnot, but the number is actually higher. And, you know, and hearing the reports of veterans committing suicide in the parking lots of VAs, again, I'm not trying to put a dig on the VA, but, you know, something has to happen. You know, that the VA is where we're supposed to be getting taken care of. You know, and I have an issue going on right now with the blood vessels in my right leg, where my ankle looks like a giant blood blister. And I've gone to the VA numerous times, and it's, it's this. They tried telling me I have gout. Dude, it's not fucking gout. Well, we'll do a blood check. So they check my uric acid levels. Uric acid levels are fine. They give me MRIs, x-rays, everything else. The last time I was there this last week, not this week, but last Monday I was there, and they didn't have an answer for me. These are supposed to be professionals. These are supposed to be doctors that are taking care of us.
Yeah.
And you go see a special, specialty doctor through the VA and like my podiatrist, and they have no idea. And they gave me a cane and sent me on the way. Nothing for the pain that I'm in. It's just, we're not being taken care of appropriately. And
right. No,
you're
right. You're right.
And for us to have to battle through, getting any sort of compensation, they approved my tinnitus, but denied my hearing loss.
What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, how can you approve my tinnitus and the ringing in my ears, but don't approve my hearing loss? The system is broken, and they're, the American Legions and the VFW posts, they are doing the best they can, but you gotta, us younger veterans, guys, I'm 32, us younger guys, we need to also seek the help too. Sure. There's plenty of programs out there. If you're late on a bill or something like that, the American Legion will freaking, here you go, here's a check, pay your bill.
I'm a board member of a nonprofit that does the same thing, 3/8 OIF OEF. We don't just help our 3A guys. We help everybody. We pay car bills. We pay whatever.
Exactly.
And I want to go back to finding the young people. I just looked up, and I hope you go. June 10th, 2023, from 9 to 4 is the Irreverent Warriors Silkies Hike, Detroit, Michigan.
I know, Fabe. I just talked to Fabe about that. Unfortunately,
if you see Donnie O'Malley, tell him I say hi.
Dude, I love Donnie.
Do you subscribe to Vet TV?
Yes.
Good. That's a good answer.
That is the best. Like, that kind of dark humor, like that is the dark humor we need.
Meanwhile, the barracks is funny as shit. Devil Docs, hilarious.
Oh yeah. I mean that kind of dark humor that kind of stuff it's therapeutic in its own way too. Richard, I can't remember. Did you serve?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Navy.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So that's what I remember that conversation now. Okay. It makes sense. You can take the man out of the Navy, but you can never take the seaman out of the man.
I was just saying, yeah, he's the women's department of the Navy.
Oh boy. Here we go.
So
I'm sorry, man. Hey, I love the Navy.
I told my old lady the other day, I was like, yeah, I'm a better cook than you. I was like, actually, men in general were a better cook than you. She was like, no, what do you mean? I was like, and then her friend got all mad. And I was like, yeah, all I need is a sausage and 2 eggs, and I can fill your belly for 9 months.
That's good. That's funny.
But no, the dark humor, that not a lot of people get it, and it's
they don't. What was that movie that he did? It was A Grunt's Life. Oh my God, hilarious!
I haven't watched that yet. Dude, don't ruin it for me.
No, I won't. You definitely need to watch it.
Where are you watching that?
You subscribe to the app.
Yeah, you gotta be on
Vet TV.
Vet TV for that.
It's like $9 a month, but it's hilarious.
So you guys, I want to do a quick shout out.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Corey Schaefer.
Corey.
Do you know Corey Schaefer?
Yeah, I know Corey.
Yeah,
oh my God.
We served together.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's from 2-7.
Yeah, I met Corey. I think I met him once or twice at a hike or.
So I just, the Valhalla Project is an awesome organization. Them guys do, the plaques that they send out to families are absolutely remarkable. And the bracelets, these are TVP bracelets.
I got
so
one.
If you guys, any veterans out there watching this, you guys want to get some good, good stuff to remember your brothers with or sisters with, definitely hit up Corey with TVP and and get your guys' stuff from there, because it goes to a good cause. One of my good buddies that he was in the Army, served during the same time, but he was Army. I pick on him all the time for it. He just recently delivered a plaque for him, and it was a very humbling experience for him. And you can get any of us can get on the list to be able to do that. And I highly encourage, veterans that want to be able to do something like that to get on that list to receive the plaques and bring them to the family. So it's something, something for us to do. It doesn't take, any effort. They let you know, hey, do you want to deliver this? And you have an opportunity to deliver it. So to Valhalla Project is an awesome group. United Veterans of Michigan, they're an awesome group. Without Pete Pierce, with them guys, they do great things over on the east side of the state. There's another group that we're a part of up in the UP. They're kind of a low-key group. They asked me not to really say their name. But if anybody that doesn't have, anybody that's paraplegic or anything like that and wants to go on one of these fishing or hunting trips, they want to go bear hunting up in the UP or something like that. They have all the technology. They got the cool little thing where you can control the gun with your mouth and blow to shoot, with the TV screens and everything. So, we're completely capable of, we're partnered with them, so we can get anybody. Shut the fuck up out there. We can.
Well, Nashville must be winning. That's why.
So anybody that wants to come up here to Michigan and to get out, either hunting, fishing, camping, anything like that, the possibilities are endless. And something else that I want to encourage is I've heard a lot of guys and a lot of people say, well, I don't deserve to be able to do that. I didn't deploy, or I didn't do this, or I was just in the reserves or something like that. And that's not the case.
Nope.
You sign the dotted line. You did what you were told to do when you were told to do it, just like all of us. It doesn't, that's why I don't look at, somebody sends me their DD-214, I don't look at it. I just look to make sure their name matches what their, the name they're messaging me with. And then I instantly hit the delete button. We don't keep that, and I don't ask for it again. So, with some of these groups, you got to be 30% disabled or more. No offense, right. Operation Injured Soldier. I don't agree with that with them guys, that you got to be 30% disabled or more to be able to do something. It's a battle to get even 30% from the VA. Mm-hmm. So we're not doing that. Any veteran, any capacity, any physical disabilities, anything like that, everybody is, eligible for our program and what we're doing. It doesn't matter how long you served, where you served, or what you did while you served. You still signed that dotted line and was selfless enough to be able to, take the risk of joining and putting, the rest of the country, before yourself. So I want that to be known to, everybody out there, that it doesn't matter your service. Don't be ashamed of what you did. You did what you were told to do, and when you were told to do it, like all of us, so I highly encourage people, that feel like their service wasn't anything special. It was all special in its own right. And to please reach out to us, and, let's go on a fishing trip. Let's go on a hunting trip. Let's go camping.
I'm down.
Hey, one of my things I had to do every single morning while underway at 0600 was to make coffee and go get the Airbus donuts.
That's a good job.
Yeah,
it's better than fucking my job. Jesus.
But you know what it did for me? Because I had to go down to the mess deck to get the donuts, so it got me in good with the cooks. So looks had to cut in front of everybody.
You mean the Filipino mafia?
Yeah.
I swear,
I know exactly what you're talking about, Gunne. Oh yeah, I know exactly what
half the guys on that ship, man. It was a Filipino mafia, man.
Yep. You ain't wrong. And so I would get in good with the cook. So like on Friday nights while we're deployed, I'd go in there and they'd whip me up a pizza, and I'd go down to my berthing area with a big giant pizza. And, you know, Paulie Freeman and Chief Ortiz, they all be like, how the fuck did you get pizza? I'm like, hey, man.
I do not miss the berthing areas. I do not miss sleeping on it. Dude, from the elbow to your tip of your finger was all the rack space you got. For anybody that's never been on a ship, that's what you had to sleep in.
And some of that space, there was a light right above your head. So
oh, I know. You know how many times I woke up and had the lines going across because it was a grate. You know, it had the metal grate shit on it, so you'd freaking smack your forehead right on it, split your shit wide open.
All my guys were playing World of Warcraft. Like, whenever we were in the berthing area, everybody was playing fucking WoW. And it was, I mean, you're supposed to be on duty, and you're playing a fucking video game. I mean, just come on, man. Seriously.
Yeah, no, we had a few games we played and stuff like that. No, it was, yeah. God, I don't miss being on that ship. I've had people, you know, hey, you want to go on a cruise? Fuck you.
Actually, hey, well, I will interject.
I'm good.
I will interject.
Cruises, man.
I'm going on a 10-day cruise. I just went on my first cruise in October. It's not that bad.
Man. I'm good.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, good to go. All right.
You could not pay me. You could not pay me to go on a cruise.
5,000 people. You get to see the same people every day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
Nope. I'm good with that.
But Gunne, thank you so much for this awesome interview. It's gonna go live, I think, on Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday evening at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Thank you for what you do. And
1900 Central Time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had to get used to the whole Central Time. I was sitting here at my laptop yesterday, all like, where is everybody? And then I messaged Richard. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Where are you? Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
You said Central Time. I'm an idiot. You know, it wasn't written out in crayon, Rich. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
I missed that.
We ended up blowing you off anyways because we were out and about.
Yeah, so, sorry.
Yes, so.
But thank you, man. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought you froze for a second.
Yeah, it looked like you were frozen for a second.
Oh, my bad. I was just holding really still.
Yeah, I was like, is this shit working right now, or is he? Like,
nope, I'm here. I'm here.
So but thank you again. Thank you, Fleek, for getting Gunne on with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was awesome. So in the next couple of days, you're gonna hear from me for one. We're gonna lock down a couple of days in June, or at least a day in June, and then I'm going to hit you up for some recipes.
Oh, I got you. I got you on both.
And Gunne, make September, it will behoove you to come to the IW National Hike in September.
You said that was, the National Hike.
National Hike. It's dude, they had 300 people marching, 300 veterans marching around Nashville last year. It was awesome.
That's awesome. Nope, I'm completely down.
Okay. And I'll get your ticket, man. You can come. I'll pick you up at the airport. You can stay with me.
Hey, let me know when you're coming up too. Get in touch with me.
Definitely.
Rich has my information, so you found my webpage and everything. I got some weird, stupid name on Facebook, but
I tried to find you on Facebook, but what is it on Facebook? What is it again?
JOSVA.
JOS Josh. Okay.
So did they give you a permanent ban?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm so I shared a pretty bad meme, and when I say bad, I mean it was.
Which one? Which one did you show?
I thought it was hilarious. It was a little kid washed up on the shore, and it said, "I like my refugees like I like my ramen, limp and floating in the water."
Oh, yeah, that would definitely ban you. I just added you as a friend.
So it was supposed to be a fucking joke, and I'm sorry to anybody that one's offensive. I'll own that one. That one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I just added you, dude. So yes, awesome.
I had to start minding my P's and Q's on social media because I kept getting 30-day bans one after another. because I have the same sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
But then I started this podcast up. It would piss me off when I would get banned because I can't get my information out.
No, yeah, I know. And like running this nonprofit, I got to mind my P's and Q's. I slipped up a couple months ago, and I told a couple of liberals to grab their dildo and spatula because World War III was starting and they didn't have any guns. So,
oh God, wow. Oh, and by the way, the Preds are beating Detroit 1-0 in the second period.
Yes, I just looked.
So that's why I gotta behave. Otherwise, yeah. Hey, my mouth gets me in trouble sometimes.
Okay, we love you, man, and
but stick around after I hit end recording, so I make sure everything gets downloaded. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody for watching. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gunne, for coming on with us. If you guys are in Michigan and you're a veteran, go up and see Gunne, man. He's doing some great things up there.
Yeah.
Thanks again. See you guys next week. Peace out.